Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we will be rebuilding a 1993 Sakura Supa. Here is our 1993 Sakura Supa. Not really certain if that's how you pronounce it, but it is how I pronounce it. Now, when you look at it, it does look similar to the Toyota Supra from the early next millennium into the late 90s. The first thing I noticed when looking at it, I think it's actually a recreation of it with a different name until maybe you buy the DLC, which, we'll be getting to that later. But, yeah, looks pretty cool. The rim on it, on this side, the rim looks great. Looks like it has racing tires, like slicks on it, which is a first for a junkyard find, I do believe. And, yeah, let's go ahead and check out those specifications. So here we have the 1993 Sakura Supra. The miles on it are 170,299 miles with a weight of 3,620 pounds. We have a factory tire size for the front tires of 265/30R19 and the rear tires at 305/25R19. So with that, we have a factory rim type of rim classic 16 and a condition of the body at 10%, the frame at 31%, parts at 13%, interior at 9%. So with that, let's move on to the engine specifications. Now here we have a 16 DOHC BU2 turbo engine that came with the vehicle. As you probably know by now, that is one of my favorite engines. We have a factory power of 281 horsepower at 5,985 RPM, a factory torque of 313 foot-pounds at 3,655 RPM. So with that, let's move forward to the credits. Now here we have a parts value of 8,196 credits, body value of 4,418 credits, performance parts value of 0 credits, condition bonus of 0 credits, buy price of 12,922 credits, with a sell value of 12,614 credits, bringing our profit to negative 308 credits if we were to sell it in the current condition right now. Alright, so as you can see, we do have our 1993 Sakura Supa here in the car wash. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so as you can see, we did go ahead and finish up with the car wash, and for a junkyard find, honestly not looking too bad. But with that, let's go ahead and move it over to the left. Alright, so as you can see, we do have the 1993 Sakura Supa on the lift, and from this point, we're just going to go ahead and start by removing the body parts, followed by the interior engine parts. And once we get that, we'll go ahead and put it up on the lift, get what tires are left on the vehicle removed, and tear down the mechanical parts underneath the vehicle. So with that, let's get started. Alright, so as you did see there, I did go ahead and get those body parts removed as well as the interior engine bay parts removed. And we did go ahead and put the vehicle up on a lip to remove what tires were left on the vehicle, followed by the removal of the mechanical parts at the bottom of the vehicle. So once we completed that, we did go ahead and take the vehicle off the lift, take out the engine, put it on the engine lift behind us, and start resurfacing the brake rotors on the lathe. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and weld this vehicle back to OEM condition and get started on continuance of resurfacing those rotors in combination with tearing down the engine. Once we get through tearing down that engine, we can go ahead and repair the mechanical parts, followed by the body parts, and go ahead and get started on the engine rebuild. Alright, so as you can see, I did go ahead and get that frame welded up to OEM specifications. We did complete the engine teardown and the rebuild process. In between that, we did repair some mechanical parts, followed by the body parts, and we resurfaced some rotors over on the lab. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and put the vehicle up on that lift, and we can get started putting back in those mechanical parts in the bottom, followed by separating the tires from the rims, seeing if we could repair the 3 rims we had on there in order to get those put back on there, buying whatever other rims we might need. We'll go ahead and separate the shocks and the springs and put together new ones to put back onto the vehicle. So with that, let's get started. have our 1993 Sakura Supa. And as you did see, I did go ahead and get that engine put back into the vehicle. And we did get the mechanical parts put in at the bottom of the vehicle. We did go ahead and separate the tires from the rims, as well as the shocks from the struts. And we did have to purchase another rim along with all four tires, of course. And got those shocks and struts put back in there, as well as the tires. And then we went ahead and lowered the vehicle on the lift. So at this point, what I'm going to do is just get started by putting the body parts back onto the vehicle, followed by the interior engine parts, and followed by the fluids back into the engine. Alright, so as you no doubt did see, I did go ahead and get those body parts put back on the vehicle, as well as the interior engine bay parts, and I went ahead and filled up the engine with fluids. So at this point you can see we do have a multicolored Supa. So, given we don't want a multicolored Supa, as we did get those parts from both the warehouse and the body shop, and in the warehouse yields a bunch of parts that I've gotten from previous vehicles, which would be whatever color that vehicle was. I mean, granted, it does kind of look cool with the rainbow color look to it, and maybe in the future I'll rebuild a car with the red, white, and blue color theme. But until then, we're going to take this over to the paint shop to get this repainted. So here we have our 1993 Supa in the paint shop. Let's go ahead and get started. Kinda like in red, but honestly, purple looks better. And we're gonna remove the roughness with that. Keep the clear coat, kind of put that down. And close enough to perfect. Go ahead and get that painted. Here we have our 1993 Sakura Supa, fully painted purple with a metallic tint to it, and clear coat. So with that, let's get it over to the front of the garage. So here we have the 1993 Sakura Supa in the front of the garage. Now I'm just going to go ahead and remove those interior parts, replace them with new parts, and then we can see if we can get this vehicle started the first time. Alright, so as you can see, we did get those interior parts put in. Now, with us being in the interior of the vehicle, let's see if we can get it started. Nope, can't get it started the first time. So, let's see where we went wrong. Do have the fuel pump in there. Do have the battery. The question is, no, not that. Let's see if we missed out on some fuel injectors. Well, we did not, so that's good. In a way. You know, it's always good to have a starter in your vehicle. Always a good step. Now let's see if we can get it started now. Sounds great. And with that, let's check out those specifications. Alright, so under conditions, we have the body at 100%, frame at 100%, parts at 99%, and the interior at 100%. So, With that, let's check out the credits. Got a credit breakdown for the parts value at 58,092 credits, body value of 28,830 credits, performance part value of 2,219 credits, condition bonus of 19,088 credits, buy price of 12,922 credits, sell value of 108,229 credits, and a profit of 95,307 credits. So, with that being said, I think we will keep this vehicle, as we do not have any of this vehicle in our parking garage. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, please feel free to click like at the bottom. And if you would like to see more of this content, please feel free to click subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.